Hey there, how we all doing today? Today is another great day. We are going to be taking a look at the Naruto Boruto collection as a whole. This video is just a series of wrist shots from the past few videos, and right here we have Sasuke, the Sasuke Naruto Boruto watch, and we will be going through and checking out all these wrist shots of my wrist, showing the different models from the collection. Now this collection's pretty big, when I first started looking at it, I thought there was maybe 4 or 5 watches, but going through it, there's a total of 7 watches, so it is quite a bit. So now here, we've got the Rock Lee version. Um, because there's so many, I figured we'll do this little kind of video to show all the different watches in one collection so you don't have to sit there and watch through the whole series. And why wrist shots? Because, well, that's how you see the watch in real life. You're going to see it on your wrist. So I figured what better way to look at the collection than to look at them on the wrist. Now, my wrist is a 7.5-inch wrist, and you can see the whole collection. They are all the same size. They are based on the SKX series. And now this one, of course, you could tell by that orange jumpsuit, is the Naruto watch. And man, that gold really pops whenever I see it, and that dial, dang. Um, so we're going through the series here. There's a total of 7 of them, so it's quite a bit. So um, hard to decide sometimes, and that's why we are seeing it here in the daylight, so you can get a look and get a feel on how the watch would look on you. People tend to they mod out the SKX series a lot, and I think that's why they took this whole approach with the Seiko 5 series. They're like, let's license some characters, let's do some different things with it. You know, let's make it a little more fun than our usual watches that we do, you know. And here we got Naruto's son, Boruto, and man, I love the dials, killer. And purple is a watch purple is a color that you don't see on watches that often. So that's a fun little addition. And even if you don't like the cartoon series, the watch combinations are pretty cool. Most of them are a little different and stuff. And so as I was saying before, when you look at these watches, they saw people modding out. I mean, people still mod out the heck out of their SKX watches, you know. So they took the Seiko 5s, and then they're like, basically, our Seiko 5 line is going to be us modding out SKXs for now. And I think it was a really good idea for them to start, taking different licensing and different brands and throwing them into the Seiko 5 series. It's kind of a way to throw a little homage to change things up a little bit and still keep the price down, still keep the look down. This one here is the Sarda, Sarada? Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, I gotta end up watching the show, I guess, so I learn the characters' names better. So sorry, you guys, that I'm butchering it, but I do a watch show, and we are talking about watches here. So um, just learning about the Naruto Boruto anime. It's a huge anime. Been on for several years. So I think this was a no-brainer for Seiko. Also, Naruto Boruto, of course, is a Japanese anime. So then there you see Seiko paying tribute to their culture again. And I think it's very cool that Seiko has found their identity and, celebrating it. It's not like, hey, we're trying to be the Swiss again because the Swiss are the best. They're like, we're Japanese. Japanese is a different style, and they're celebrating it here. You see that mostly with the Persage series, but here you can see it now with the different marketing with, you know, the Naruto Boruto with the different licensing that they've got. So now here on my wrist, this is a Shikamaru, and this just gray with the gray gunmetal, man. That's freaking killer. You know, this one out of all of them, I think is probably the most basic looking one. It's just neat with the monotone gray on gray on gray, that little bit of black on the bezel. Um, you could wear this watch. No one would know what it's about. It's just people look at it and people love it just because of the colors on the whole series, really. You know, very. Man, I love the extra little details that they throw in these watches sometimes, like that chapter ring there. It is just killer, the chapter ring, definitely. And the whole collection all features different styles of native style straps. And it's cool because it kind of gives you the look of the jumpsuits of the characters. It's a quick way to change the look of your watch. And if you have one, it's easy to get on and off. I have other videos where I show people how to take on and off a native style strap. And here we got the final one, Gara. Um, Gara with the gray and red and that sand kind of texture on the dial. Very cool look again. And you've got the little kanji character in the corner saying love. So I guess sounds a little romantic there. But that's the collection, the Naruto Boruto collection. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this helps you. And if you get a chance, please like and subscribe. Have a good one.